Hey guys, we are back. Hopefully you guys are there. Let me know if you are or not. Hey, we are back. Sorry everybody, we had technical difficulties. I don't know what happened. But we're back for the second part 2. Hopefully everybody's there. I have to put something out there. Yeah, this is the second time now that I've had issues. It's unbelievable. It's the second time on my Mouse Madness live stream that I've had issues. Hey, Melissa's here. AJ, sorry guys. Chris, I don't know what happened. I guess we're getting a early start on Ralph Breaks the Internet for sure. Noah, thank you. Sorry guys. I don't know what happened. Yes, please hit that like button. I agree. Well, before it breaks down again, we better continue. But we so we were at we were at a really hard one too. It figures it goes out just when we get to one of the really important ones. And the next one we were going to talk about was Minnie Mouse versus Elastigirl. I didn't get anybody's vote, so if you could give me your votes. Minnie Mouse versus Elastigirl. I have no idea what happened there. I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you for those who came back. Oh my gosh. This is the second time it's done that. Hey, Bridget's here. What's going on, Bridget? How are you? Glad you're here. We have Minnie Mouse versus Elastigirl, for sure. It's going to be a good one. Hey, Rob. What's going on, Rob? Rob, you just missed our major malfunction. We were in the middle of doing our bracket, and then the entire thing just went out. I don't know what happened. No problem, Cargo. I appreciate you coming in. No problem at all. Well, I'm sure we'll be here when you get back. But Bridget says Minnie Mouse. Yeah, hey, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Rob. Everybody, for sure. Chris says Minnie. Thanks, Noah. I appreciate that, buddy. Disney World Adventures. Hey, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Good. Nick's birthday is next week. Well, happy birthday to him for sure. Absolutely. So we have Elastigirl versus Minnie Mouse. Elastigirl versus Minnie Mouse. Rob, I'll have to tag you on this one too. This one's tough tonight, man. Let me tell you. Lots of really good characters. No problem, AJ. I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Like I said, we're only going to do the first round tonight, and we'll finish up next week. The first round's always the longest round, and since we lost about 10 minutes there, we're behind. Yeah, no, it is a hard one for sure. But Elastigirl versus Minnie Mouse. That's the next matchup, is Elastigirl versus Minnie Mouse. And, they're two totally different characters. Don't get me wrong. Elastigirl, she's a superhero. She's a mom. She's Miss Everything. But Minnie Mouse is such a unique, iconic character for sure. So Rob says Minnie for the win. Jennifer, hey, Jennifer Geiger, welcome in. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Noah says Minnie Mouse as well. And I agree, guys. I'm going to have to go with Minnie Mouse on this one. It's hard to not have Minnie make it out of the first round. She's the man's, better half or his significant other. And as much as I like Elastigirl, I'm really not the biggest fan of the Incredibles movies. And I know everybody's probably going to be upset with that, but I'm just not. I'm not a big Incredibles fan. So Minnie Mouse moves on my bracket for sure. So there you go, Minnie Mouse. So our next matchup, and this one I don't think will be too hard for everybody, but our next matchup is going to be Tiger Lily from Peter Pan versus Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. So Tiger Lily versus Tiana. Tiger Lily versus Tiana. Hey, Dean's in here. Dreamers Empire. Welcome in, Dean. Thank you, buddy. Glad you're here. So, Tiger Lily versus Tiana. So, Tiger Lily, of course, is from Peter Pan. And Tiana's from The Princess and the Frog. This might not be too hard, but oh, we got a Tiger Lily. There you go. Dean got a vote right there. Zoe's in here. Hey, Zoe. Welcome in. Long time no see, Zoe. We haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're here. Brian, I knew that, actually. I think I did know that, Brian. I think she was in here before. I just didn't remember. But I'm glad she's here. Jennifer, I'm glad you're here. But Tiger Lily, Tiger Lily. Zoe says Tiana. Brian says Tiger Lily. Wow, that's more votes than I thought for Tiger Lily. That's interesting. Disney World Adventures says Tiger Lily. Wow, that's a lot of votes. That really surprises me. I would not have guessed that that many votes would have happened. Super Agent Dean from the Dreamers Empire. That's, Rob, I didn't even think of that. That's a good point. Yep. He's the guy that's got all the talent. He's bringing in all the talent. That's true, Zoe. That's true. She doesn't really do much. She's snooty. And Melissa says Tiger Lily is snooty. Well, I am going with Tiana. On my bracket, I mean, Tiana is a great character. She does, yeah, she has some really good songs in that movie, and I'm going with Tiana. Dean is my agent. That's true, Rob. I never thought of it like that, but that's true. Dean's the bookie. We're the talent. No, she doesn't talk at all, Bridget. You're right. So Tiana moves on for me, everybody. Catherine Shortage, hi. Welcome in. Thank you for dropping in. We're having a good time. We're doing a Disney female bracket. And this is going to be awesome. And we're having a good time with it. And we're moving on to our next matchup. Now, here comes a good one. Talk about two totally different characters. We have Belle from Beauty and the Beast versus Edna Mode. Belle from Beauty and the Beast versus Edna Mode. Whew. I know a lot of people like Edna Mode, but she's going up against, in my opinion, a juggernaut in Belle. But who does everybody pick there? Belle versus Edna Mode. Edna could probably get her a really good outfit. Leanne says Belle. Zoe says Edna. Yeah, Rob, that is a tough one, actually. Jennifer says Belle. Dean says Edna. Surprising. Melissa says Belle. Is that actually a choice? Yeah, it's a choice. Chris says Belle. Disney World Adventures says Belle. Rob says Belle. Catherine says Edna. How about that? Noah says Edna. I'm surprised. That got more votes than I thought. Zoe says Belle for the animated, but the action adventure, she'd pick Edna. It is tough. It is tough. I agree. I'm not really a big Edna fan either, Melissa. I agree. Oh, hey, Rob. No, I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for stopping in, even just for a few minutes. I appreciate you supporting and coming in, bud. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. And thank you for tweeting it out. I saw that. Thank you very much. So, guys, I'm sorry, but Belle is one of my favorite Disney characters as well. Bye, Rob. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, by the way, bud, too. Appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, for sure. Okay, so Belle it is. Belle is going to move on in my bracket, gang. Belle is going to move on. So the next matchup, and this is kind of I don't even think this is really a matchup, but I wanted to kind of give her some, thanks, Rob, appreciate it, some love, is we have Celia from Monsters, Inc. I guess that's kind of Mike Wazowski's girlfriend, Celia Wheelia, as he likes to call her, versus Moana. So Celia versus Moana. Celia versus Moana. Zoe, I didn't know that. I didn't know they had the same voice. How about that? So Dean says Moana. And Kayla says Moana. It is tough, Bridget. I agree. Leanne says Moana. Disney World Adventures, Moana. Celia Wheelia for Zoe. Chris says Moana. Noah says Moana. Brian. Melissa, you picked Celia? I'm surprised. You go, girl. Catherine says Moana. Bridget says Celia. How about that? And Celia is voiced by Jennifer Tilly, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I know you do. Melissa definitely loves Monsters, Inc. So for me, All Moana did was disobey her parents and sing about it. I guess that's true. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to break it down, Zoe, that's a good point. That's a good point. But I'm going with Moana. I have got to go with Moana on this one. The character is really iconic. She's a good character. She's a good new princess in my opinion. She's not really a princess, but she's a good new female character. Good role model in some ways. So I'm gonna go with Moana on this one. I know everybody's upset with me, but yes, she was in the Live Haunted Mansion. Bridget, you're right. She was talking about Jennifer Tilly. Yes, she did. So the next matchup. Oh, here we go. Here's another. This is actually a really tough matchup, guys and gals. We have Elsa from Frozen versus Daisy Duck. Elsa versus Daisy Duck. So who does everybody pick there? That's okay, Zoe, no problem. Elsa versus Daisy Duck. Elsa. Well, this says Daisy. Okay, so Bridget says Elsa. 1 for 1. 1 and 1. Sooner Girl. Leanne says Elsa. Brian says Daisy Duck. Kayla says Elsa. Daisy's too much of a diva. Bridget loves Elsa. Hey, my Disney Park memories. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And you say Elsa? Elsa for Dean. Catherine hates both. Jennifer says Daisy. Noah says, it is hard, Noah, for sure. I agree. It is a hard one. Catherine hates both. Well, you have to vote, Catherine. Which one do you hate least? Noah says Daisy. Chris says Elsa. Let her melt, Brian says. Oh, Disney Park Memories, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. It's a good time. We're having fun. Well, I can tell you that for me, it's going to be Elsa, guys. I can't. The character is just too iconic for me to say no on that one. So I'm going with Elsa on that one. And then we are going to move on to our next matchup. This one's going to be a tough one, too. I'm pretty sure this one, Daisy for Zoe. Catherine says she can't. That's fine. So here's the next matchup. And here's another good one. Two totally different characters. We have... Killed her sister. That's a good point, Zoe. Zoe's really breaking it down tonight. That's pretty good. So we have our next matchup is Bo Peep, Little Bo Peep from Toy Story versus Jessica Rabbit. So Bo Peep versus Jessica Rabbit. Who does everybody pick there? Little Bo Peep versus Jessica Rabbit. No, Minnie and Daisy will not meet. At least not in this bracket they won't meet. Nope. Kayla says Bo Peep. Noah says Bo Peep. There you go. So we got 2 Bo Peeps so far. Disney World Adventures says Jessica Rabbit. Melissa says Bo Peep. Zoe says Bo Peep is cute. Jessica Rabbit. For Chris, love that movie. Jessica Rabbit. Ba-ba-boom. Brian, you're funny. Dean says Bo Peep. My Disney Park Memory says Bo Peep. That's really surprising. Catherine, Jessica Rabbit, every time. Dean, me too, Dean. You're funny, Melissa. Bridget says Bo Peep. That's funny. Well, I got news for you guys. It's it's going to be Jessica Rabbit for me. I'm sorry. Who was the one that voiced Jessica Rabbit? I can't think of her name now, but she has such an iconic voice, and Jessica Rabbit is such a cool character, very unique character. A character that you normally wouldn't probably see in a Disney movie. But I am going with Jessica Rabbit on this one. So, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name, Melissa. What's the name of the lady that voices Jessica Rabbit? Isn't that terrible? Oh, Kathleen Turner. That's it, Kathleen Turner. Typical. Well, this is so funny. All right, so Jessica Rabbit wins that round. And now we are moving on. Oh, here's a good matchup here. Let's see how you all go with this one. We have Judy Hopps. Guys win. Judy Hopps versus Wendy from Peter Pan. So Judy Hopps versus Wendy. That's a tough one. Man, that is a really tough matchup there. Judy Hopps versus Wendy. What does everybody think about that one? Man. That's right, Zoe. That's what she says. I'm just a few blocks away. So Noah says Judy Hopps. Melissa's thinking about it. My Disney Park memory says Wendy. Dean, Judy Hopps is from the movie Zootopia. She's from the movie Zootopia. Disney World Adventures says Wendy. Noah says Judy Hopps. Brian says Wendy Hopps. Zoe, Judy Hopps. Kayla says Wendy. Catherine says Wendy. Bridget says Wendy. Chris says Judy. Bunnies are cute. Leanne. Yeah, it's from Zootopia. She's the character, the main character in the movie. Wendy for Dean. Wendy for Leanne. Hey, Flynn Rider's in here. Judy because Blue Lives Matter. That's a good one. Good line. That's a good one. That's funny. Well, I am going with Wendy on this one. Again, classic character. I love Judy Hopps, though. She's a lot of fun. She's so funny. But I'm going with Wendy on this one. You kind of get a theme with me, if you notice. A lot of them are the classic characters, but I'm going with Wendy on that one for me. I really enjoy that character. I think she brings a lot. She really kind of grounds, no pun intended, Peter Pan a little bit and really kind of brings him back down to earth. So I'm going with Wendy. Catherine, makes total sense. I agree. Yep. All right, so the next matchup is Colette Tattoo. She's from Ratatouille. Colette Tattoo versus Meg from Hercules, Megara. So we have Megara versus Colette. What did Flynn say? I didn't see it. Blue Lives Matter. That's exactly right. Yep. So Colette versus Megara. Zoe says Colette. How about that? There's a shocker. Bridget, Meg, Dean, Colette, Melissa, Meg, Wishing Mouse. Meg is overrated. Wow, Isaac, that's great. I'm glad you're going to Disney. Oh, that'll be so much fun, bud. I hope you have a great time. I hope you have a great, great time. That's fantastic. Have fun. Oh, man, I'm so jealous. Zoe says Colette can cook. Yeah, she can cook, for sure. I agree. Brian says Meg. Melissa loves Meg. Kayla says Meg. Noah says Meg from Mickey's Magic. She's not here tonight. Catherine loves Meg. But Zoe, anyone can cook. Meg is Mother Gothic. That's funny. Oh, that's great, Isaac. Annual pass holders, too. I'm jealous. Well, I am going with Megara. I'm sorry. Megara is one of my favorite characters as well. I really enjoy her. I think she's funny. I think she's... Oh, my God. I can't think of her name. The woman that voices her. I think it's like Catherine Eaton. Or it's not Barbara Eaton, but... or Nicole Egon. Or so. I can't remember the name of the person that voices her. But Megara is a really cool character. And I'm going with Meg on this one. It's true, Zoe. Just because anyone can cook doesn't mean anyone should cook. That's so funny. That's so funny. So Megara moves on, guys. So we're getting there. We're almost done with our first round. So next one, we have Anna from Frozen. Anna from Frozen versus Boo. Boo, of course, is from Monsters Incorporated. So we have Boo versus Anna. Who does everybody pick there? Really tough one. Totally different type characters there. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that. Yeah, everybody, if you could, that'd be great. Brian, cooking up trouble is about as far as I'm going when it comes to cooking. Not me, pal. So Melissa says Boo. Dean says Boo. Kayla says boo. Isaac, Caribbean Beach. That'll be really nice, bud. They're doing a lot of renovations over there. You're going to have a good time. You're going to have a good time. Make sure you take some pictures. Leanne says boo. Noah says boo. Bridget says honors her girl. Boo is cute. Boo, the witch from Brave. Isaac, boo. Dean, yeah, it is. It's really nice, for sure. Chris says boo's adorable, but you can't vote against Kristen Bell. Makes sense. Catherine says boo is so cute. She is. Zoe says boo. You know, this one's really hard for me because I'll be honest with you. If I had to choose between Anna and Elsa, I like Anna better. But I also really like Boo. I think Boo is a really, really cool character. But I'm going to have to go with Anna. I just can't. I think the character is just really a lot of fun. She's so important. I mean, she basically risks her life and gives up her life for her sister. So he doesn't like Kristen Bell either. Boo to you lyrics playing in your heads. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. But I'm sorry, everybody. I know you're disappointed in me, but I'm going with Anna on this one. All right, so one more on this one, on this bracket, and then we'll start our final bracket for tonight. And we have, a really good matchup here. We have Maid Marian from Robin Hood versus Jasmine from Aladdin. Maid Marian from Robin Hood versus Jasmine from Aladdin. So that's another unique matchup. Another unique matchup for sure. Walt's in trouble. Never, Brian. I'm never in trouble. Maid Marian versus Jasmine. Melissa, Jasmine. Kayla, Jasmine. So a couple Jasmine votes. Dean says Jasmine. Bridget's a tough one. It is tough. Bridget, Jasmine for Noah. Isaac, Jasmine. The first one she picks out. The first one was Maid Marian, Zoe, from Robin Hood. Melissa says, you know you're picking Jasmine. Everybody else, Chris, Brian, My Disney Park Memories, Leanne, Catherine, everybody picks Jasmine. Zoe says the first one. Bridget says Jasmine because of her princess craze. By a nose, but I'm going to pick Jasmine. And just so everybody knows, she's probably my single favorite Disney princess, period. I'm going with Jasmine, so that's my pick. Yes, Chris. At least for this one, it's going to be Jasmine for sure. Maid Marian is down to earth, and I do like her character. I do. All right, so here we go with our last bracket of the first round, and then we'll have all of our first round matchups done, and then we'll call it a night, and then we'll start back up next week with our second round, and probably finish up next week because we'll be able to move a lot quicker after that. Chris, that's true for sure. So here we go, and we got some big ones in this one. So here we go. Our next matchup is Princess Elwani, and she's from. Does everybody know what she's from? She's from the Black Cauldron. I think that's how you say it. Princess Elwani versus Ariel from The Little Mermaid. So who does everybody pick there? Ariel or Princess Elwani? Ariel versus Princess, I guess that's how you say it. E-L-L-O-N-W-Y. I'm not really sure how she says it. So you ought to write like little books about these movies. Ariel, 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 Ariel all the way for Noah. Ariel, Ariel, Princess Elmo. So I'm not sure how they say it, but it's the princess from the Black Cauldron. Dean says Ariel. Ariel for Zoe. Ariel, Ariel. Yeah, Ariel would be the pick here too. I agree. Cliff Notes by Zoe. That's right, Leanne. That's the way to say it. Yep, that's exactly right. Or The Brutal Truth from Zoe. Oh, here we go. So here's a good matchup for everybody. The next matchup is Queen Eleanor. That's Merida's mom from the movie Brave. Queen Eleanor versus Dot. Dot, of course, is from A Bug's Life. Yes, they are going live. Isaac, you're right, at 10 o'clock. Don't forget to join after us, guys. Don't forget Disney Life is going live at 10 as well. And they do a great job. They're going to have a lot of good Disney talk. So who's it going to be with this next matchup? We have Dot from A Bug's Life versus Queen Eleanor. Leanne says Queen Eleanor. Zoe doesn't like bugs. Me either. Princess Jar Jar. Dot, Queen. Catherine says the Queen. Bridget. Brian. There you go. All right. So a lot of people are picking Queen Eleanor from Brave. Queen Eleanor is mean. I don't know. I don't know that she's that mean, Zoe. I think she's just a mom. Just wanting what's best for her daughter. Isaac, I don't hate the movie A Bug's Life. I actually like that movie a lot. I think it's very underrated. Isaac picks Queen Eleanor. And I'm going to go with Queen Eleanor as well. I love Dot. I think Dot's a lot of fun. But I think Queen Eleanor is definitely a great character. Chris picks Dot. But we're going with Queen Eleanor. So there you go. So Queen Eleanor moves on. Oh, here's a good one. You know what? I got them in there twice. So we're going to say, I'm going to go with this one right here. I think I had them in there twice. But we have the Blue Fairy versus Sergeant Calhoun. Now, for those that don't know, Sergeant Calhoun is Jane Lynch's voice in Wreck-It Ralph, the first movie. In the game, she's the sergeant. Sergeant Calhoun, I think her name's Sergeant Calhoun versus the Blue Fairy. So who does everybody pick there? Sergeant Calhoun versus the Blue Fairy. And that's kind of a weird one. Definitely two totally different people. So the Blue Fairy, of course, is from Pinocchio. And Sergeant Calhoun, again, I think that's her name, is she's the character from Wreck-It Ralph who Jane Lynch voices. Noah says the Sergeant. The Blue Fairy, Chris, I think is from Pinocchio. She's the one that turns him into a boy. Melissa says the Blue Fairy. Brian says the Blue Fairy. Bridget says the Blue Fairy's sweet, but she's a military girl, so she's going with Sergeant Calhoun. Catherine, Blue Fairy. Isaac, Blue Fairy. Chris, Sergeant Calhoun. Zoe goes with the Blue Fairy. And I am actually going to agree with everybody here. I'm going to go with the Blue Fairy on this one. Again, very classic character. Very good person. And definitely she makes him a boy. Yes, that's exactly right, Zoe. That's who Sergeant Calhoun is. Yes, the one that got eaten at the wedding. Yep. Oh, here we go. So our next matchup is Princess Ada from A Bug's Life. Princess Ada versus Violet from The Incredibles. Princess Ada versus Violet from The Incredibles. So who does everybody pick there? Again, some of these matchups are really cool because they're so different. It's like you got two totally different characters that are nothing alike. Hey, Brian, no problem, buddy. We're almost done, so I appreciate you coming out. No problem. Melissa picks Violet. Isaac says Violet. Bridget says Violet. Leanne says Violet. Noah says Violet. Kayla says Violet. Chris says Violet. I would have picked Violet, too. She definitely would have been my pick. Although I really like Princess Ada. I really enjoy Bug's Life. I think that movie is underrated. Isaac, Brian, everybody. No, Bridget's not a fan of Bug's Life. See, I am. I actually like that movie a lot. Dean says Violet. Catherine says Violet. So, yep, I'm going to agree with everybody else, and we're going to go with Violet. So a couple more. We only got a few more to go, and we're almost done, folks. Oh, so here's a tough matchup. We have Kanga from Winnie the Pooh, the mom, Kanga versus Mulan. Kanga versus Mulan. Now, I know who Melissa's picking on this one. Kanga versus Mulan. Who does everybody pick there? Kanga versus Mulan. Leanne says Kanga. Bridget says Mulan. My Disney Park Memories, Mulan. Melissa, Mulan. Shocker. Isaac, Mulan. Chris, Mulan has to win this one. Mulan, she saved all of China. That's true. She did. Noah, Catherine, they all say Mulan. And I agree. I like Kanga a lot. Great character. Leanne, you're hardcore poo. How about that? Nothing wrong with that. Dean, Mulan's a very, very good movie. I do recommend you watch it. It's very good. Wow, secondary black belt for Bridget. I'm not going to make you mad. So, with that being said, we're going to pick Mulan. And Mulan's going to move on because I don't want Bridget to beat me up. So, Mulan moves on. Mulan it is. So, here we go. Oh, another good matchup right here. We have Elena from Avalor versus Vanellope von Schweetz. I think that's how you say it. But Elena of Avalor versus Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph. So, who does everybody pick there? Elena from Avalor versus Vanellope. Who does everybody pick there? Vanellope versus Elena from Avalor. Elena, Vanellope, Vanellope. Couple of Vanellope's votes. Melissa says you must watch Mulan. Vanellope. Whichever one I can spell for a Schooner girl. Leanne, you're funny. Melissa says Vanellope. Yes, Dean, watch Mulan. You'll like it. Bridget says Elena, because her little one loves Elena. Catherine says Vanellope. Isaac says Vanellope von Schweetz. And for me, it's also going to be Vanellope. I like that character a lot. So we're going with Vanellope on that one. All right, so 2 more matches to go, and then we will have our first round in the books. So our next matchup is the Fairy Godmother versus Cruz Ramirez. Fairy Godmother versus Cruz Ramirez. I don't think this one should be too hard, but that's where we're going. Fairy Godmother versus Cruz Ramirez. Who does everybody pick there? I think I know where most people are going to go, but you never know. Fairy Godmother versus Cruz Ramirez. It's Fairy Godmother Zoe versus Cruz Ramirez. Noah says Cruz. Wishing Mouse, Cruz. Cruz is her Quan. Fairy Godmother, Fairy Godmother, Fairy Godmother, Fairy Godmother. A lot of Fairy Godmothers. A couple Cruz Ramirez's in there. Cruz, Fairy Godmother. Fairy Godmother. Cars 3, Bridget, I think that's the one. Fairy Godmother, Catherine says we all need one. That's true. Fairy Godmother would turn Cruz into a pumpkin. Yeah, Zoe, I'm sorry. I hate to disappoint you, but you know, Fairy Godmother is such an iconic character. She's going to have to move on in this one. She's been around for a long time, and she's so popular. And it's going to be Fairy Godmother. So here we go. Last matchup of the first round, and then we are done for the night. And that is Riley from Inside Out. That's the girl who all these emotions are for. Riley from Inside Out versus Aurora. Of course, Sleeping Beauty. Aurora versus Riley. So who does everybody pick there? So Princess Aurora versus Riley from Inside Out. And again, for those who haven't, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for us. We really would appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, there's a couple new people. It looks like they're in here tonight. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We really would appreciate it. We're really close to 1,100 subscribers, and we'd love to be able to hit it. So we definitely would like for you to do that. Aurora, Aurora, Aurora. A lot of ones there. Chris, no, I guess it's really not a real choice, but I had to find 64 female characters, so. Hitting up strangers. Everybody's saying Aurora. Kayla, yes, she is a classic. I agree. No Miss Piggy. No, I didn't go. I tried to stay with just animated, Chris. I didn't want to go that route. Or else I would have put Janet in there too, to be honest with you. But no, I just wanted to stick with animated. So that's why I didn't go Miss Piggy. She doesn't know who won, Bridget. All right, so, gotcha. Okay, all right. Yes, yeah, and we'll definitely get to that. So Aurora's going to win for me too, for sure. So there you go. We are done. First round in the books. In the books, we have taken it from 64 fabulous Disney female characters. We have cut it in half, and we only have 32 left. 32 left, and at this point, we have some great matchups to go. And we are going to finish this up next week. We'll finish up the rest of the remaining characters and get down to our number one to find out which Disney female character is the fairest of all. And obviously some shout-outs to everybody that's in here. Zoe from Wishing Mouse, Bridget, Kayla, Dean from Dreamer's Empire, Leanne from Sooner Girl. Of course, those that don't know the live place, Dreamer's Empire and Dean, they do a great job. They host all these live streams, a lot of family-friendly live streams on there, a lot of Disney, but other stuff too. So be sure to check out the live place. They do a fantastic job. We had Rob Fuzz in here earlier, Phantom Gazer's in here, Catherine's in here. Any of these channels, if you could, folks, go out. Wishing Mouse, Zoe's channels here. Please go out and subscribe to their channels. Kayla, thank you for coming in. Of course, Isaac, Noah, everybody's wonderful. Brian's in here. Jennifer was in here. Kayla was in here. Everybody, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I hope you all had a good time. We'll definitely finish this up next week, so I hope everybody comes back. Let me just be the first to say to everybody, I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. I definitely appreciate the support. Please give us a thumbs up before you leave. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. And we love you guys, and we definitely appreciate you coming out. I had a lot of fun, and next week we're going to finish this up. And until then, you guys take care of yourselves and each other. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you all soon. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.